No, I'm just joking.
He had a couple entrances, didn't he?
Yeah, he had that regular one, and then they came up with the new one. Remember, once he got like really popular. So I'm trying to change my background to that. If it fits, if it don't, oh,
If it
you think
don't,
like that or what?
There you go.
Huh?
Was it his anniversary of his death, or was it his birthday?
Yeah, no, it was a death. Yeah. I was like, dang, I should have waited to wear my shirt. You know what I mean?
They
Excuse
talk
me.
about Eddie, but they don't like to talk about Benoit. I don't know why.
Right. Can we talk about that?
Huh?
What I mean? Like, can we talk about, or at least Eddie Guerrero for a minute?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying they don't. They never.
No, I know, because they didn't want to be involved. One of the podcasts I listened to 2 days ago, Jim Ross talked about that, because I watched. It was a podcast on the 2000 like SummerSlam or whatever. That's when they were all there,
Right.
and he said that.
Is it because he killed his family that they don't want to talk about it?
Oh yeah, and he said Vince McMahon, as bad as he might have wanted to go and might have went,
Because it
he
seemed like
sent
kind of like
he sent Jim Ross.
they
Jim Ross was literally their little bitch, bro.
right,
To a
but
point.
like the WWE distanced herself.
Yeah, well, because they like I said, this is what makes it worth talking about, because remember he started his stocks and shit. He had investments and shit like that. Remember he got involved with the stock market and all that. Remember when they did all that?
Right.
Like that was big time, man. Back, you know what I mean? Back in whatever year that was. Remember, then they would have The Rock and the biggest stars promote their shit, and they showed him. And remember they showed The Rock at like Times Square, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy knows the guy is a billionaire for a reason, man. I mean, like, but we never really talk about stuff like that. And I actually got something saved that breaks it down between them and WCW, and how much money and what happened. Like I got some crazy shit. I was like, I would definitely want to talk about that, because that was something I wanted to ask Rob. Like, what do you think about this, man, that went down back in those days? Like this is why I like wrestling. It ain't just because of the wrestling. It's because everything that goes on behind it. Remember, we used to always try to dig that shit up, man. That was what we cared about at the end of the show. So
Right.
but yeah, that is crazy, man. It's like Jim Ross said, it's just really, really sad, man. Like, that none of them are there no more. I watched in the early 90s, 1997.
I was watching a video, and they said that Benoit called
Yeah,
what's his name,
yeah,
Guerrero.
he talked to a couple people before, yeah, and told him he just wasn't feeling good or nothing like that or whatever, right?
He called Chavo Guerrero. He called Chavo Guerrero.
Right. And that's what makes that even more like so sad, man.
3 or 4 people, and he told him like at 3 in the morning or something, like I love you, and
Right.
or something along those lines.
Christ.
And that's when everybody was like, I guess they were like, why didn't you say anything? They're like, well, we thought it was weird in the morning,
Right.
and it was weird. So I don't know.
Yeah, and the other one that is really like create that like really hits me is Brian Pillman, man.
Oh yeah,
Brian Pillman. Like a lot of people don't like because he wasn't that big of a star to them, but if they knew his if they knew his his background and stuff like that, and you know what, I kind of wanted to start talking a little bit about some of these wrestlers. Like if I figured out a new way I could talk about wrestling without acting like I was actually in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And that's by letting people know who some of these guys are, like Farouk. I don't even want to give that away because that's a great one. Mark Henry.
You got the point.
Mark Henry, 450 pounds, man. Dunked the ball. Did you know that or no?
That what?
Mark Henry at 450 pounds when he was about to come in to WWE and stuff. He dunked a basketball. Like he weighed like 450. It was there like a charity event or something.
I know that.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, 450 pounds. You know how big Mark Henry is, man. You know, Olympic, gold medalist or whatever, Olympic weightlifter. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to those things. You just,
Good
dig a
morning.
little bit.
Good morning.
How are you?
Morning, Tori.
I'm good. How are you?
Buzz.
Little buzzed.
Are you so
Little
so
buzzed.
you
Not drunk.
drink,
No.
so you drank without me?
I drink a little. Yeah.
I'm joking.
I planned to drink a lot, but my plans kind of fell through and I didn't like push the issue, so I drank a little.
Yeah, they fell through, or you just canceled. You know how you are.
No, actually, they did fall. Well,
Yeah, I had to get
I
out.
think a little bit of both.
Right.
I wanted to get out of them. I didn't like exit out of a bathroom or anything, so it's good.
So you look awesome. Yeah, you don't look like you drank or nothing, but
Thank you.
so now you got the ponytails and my favorite color, red, on. Jesus.
I didn't know red was your favorite.
I know that. I'm just
That's
joking.
funny.
I'm joking.
Yes, I'm red today.
Huh?
I said yes, I'm wearing red today. Do you have pants on today?
I do have pants on today.
Nice.
Saw that? You know what I mean? Like you just like in your 20s when you fucking COVID. For whatever. It's so this is the fourth show since I've had COVID, and it was a challenge. It was a challenge. So
Well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you have pants on.
Right.
Glad you pulled through.
Yeah, I got tired of the balls.
Oh no, wait. What's the deal with the pants? So you was doing the show with no pants?
No pants.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You're just now finding this out.
Yeah. Shows you how much
It's
I pay
okay.
attention.
Half the time I have pants on either, so whatever.
Oh my goodness.
You can't see down there, so what's the point?
So you're not right.
I have pants on today, though.
Don't give me no crazy ideas.
Yeah,
I have service. Yeah, I have pants on today. I have a service guy coming today, so I have my pants on.
Oh.
I should not have them on, though. I might get a discount.
Oh man.
Your air conditioner heater?
Jeez.
No, my sink.
Your
My kitchen sink.
Oh.
I tried to fix it myself. I tried to be a master plumber. It didn't work.
No.
No, I called my girlfriend, who is a property manager in Detroit, and I FaceTimed her, and she walked me through everything, and it still didn't work. So
No.
No. I was proud of myself, though. I took out pipes and everything.
Dang, you just didn't know where they went. You just didn't know, like, after that.
I just wasn't expecting the grossness.
Oh, right. Yeah, my nephew does that. And
not a good job. It was gross. And then, so I put a bucket under the sink, and I had to, unscrew the plumbing, and I wasn't expecting that much water to come out. And I kid you not, I couldn't get my fucking ass off the floor quick enough because it just started gushing everywhere.
Right.
And it that's what I was saying. I was like, oh my God. And I'm yelling at my son. He's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. So then finally the water stopped, and it stopped literally.
Get towels.
Right. Yeah, it was everywhere. It just, so someone's coming today.
Well, you get ready?
That's cool.
What's that?
You ready?
No, I'm not. Yeah, let me shut my TV off because you can see faces in the background.
You watching Moesha again?
No, no, I'm done with that.
Oh,
I'm done with that.
Okay.
I'm with it. Oh man. So Bishop got into town last night. He called me. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "In quarantine." I just barely fixed. Well, it's at the shop still, but I barely fixed my flat because when I left, we were going riding.
Yeah.
I
broke the bike.
I went to the party, and then when I came back, I had COVID, So it's not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, fuck, I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
yeah.
Right.
So like last week, I called the place and I was like, hey, I need some tires and I need you to check out my I need you to check out something. It's popping funny and stuff like that. So he called me like, he's like, hey, let's go ride. And I'm like, I'm quarantined and I don't have my bike. So
Like, ride it out, man.
Did you tell him I broke it?
I'll tell you a little more. Well, good morning, Saturday, November 14th. Like I said, we were talking, and I wanted to bring this up. So I went on Sunday, and it was last Sunday. I went to CVS, and I did they didn't have the rapid, but I did the swab. So I think it was Tuesday. I got a negative. I think I said it to you. I got a negative on the COVID, right? I mean, I'm about 90%. I still got the lingering cough, a little bit of fatigue, but most of all, everything is pretty much gone. Like no fever, none of the other. I never had the breathing problem. I never had.
That's number one, the fever.
Yeah, I never had the loss of taste. Good. I don't even know how people deal with the loss of taste. Because if you need to eat, like, what does everything taste like? So that's kind of weird when you have COVID. I know people that said they lost it. So my work and my ex-wife, she's like, hey, I need to get a leak and then go get the antibodies test, before you see the kids. And I'm like, okay, I understand. I'm not fighting her on it right now. I'm like, I want the kids to be safe. You know what I mean? So I go get on Tuesday, I go to Banner, and they were like, I don't know if what's going on in the country, I don't know what is going on in the medical field, they, with the COVID and everything. So she's like, well, you're going to test negative. I mean, you're going to test positive. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It's been over 20-some days, it's been 25 days, whatever. And she's like, yeah, it'll be about 6 to 8 weeks before you're negative. And I'm like, well,
wow.
I'm thinking to myself, I just got tested, but I didn't want to tell them that because then they're gonna well, we're not gonna test.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And they swabbed me. And when I did the CVS one, you just kind of do your inside nose and that's it. They didn't say.
Right.
They said stick the swab in there. This girl sticks this fucking stick about 8 inches in my nose. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, to your brain.
She's like, don't harm me. And I'm like, I'm not to hit you. You know what I mean? But like, I was like, that was fucking painful.
It hurts so bad.
Because at CVS, you just, you do it yourself and you're not going to stick all the way up your ass. I mean, your nose, but the swab part, right?
You're lucky it's your nose then.
And not your ass.
Right. Okay, well, when I do the other ones, I do both sides, but whatever. So she came yesterday, and they're like, and I think it's a solicitor, right? So I answer, because I don't usually answer. I got the iPhone that just says, unknown. If they're not
right,
it doesn't answer. You know what I mean? It goes right to voicemail. And so I answered. I'm like, hey, and she's like, oh, this is Banner, and they're like laughing in the background, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god,
sound retarded. And then I'm like, she's like, okay, I wanted to give you your test results, and I'm like, okay, and I'm just reading something about it. So she said, I want to give you test results. She's like, what's your date of birth, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, and then she's like, oh, okay, you're positive, and I'm like, what? And I'm like,
wow.
I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you're positive. I started asking her all kinds of questions, and she's like, yeah, you're positive. It's, blah, 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 and this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, and she's like, well, it's 70% negative positive. So basically, it might be a false reading. So I'm like, okay. So
Jeez.
I'm confused because now I'm around my parents. Now I'm around.
Right. Of course, your kids.
Do I need to go back to quarantine? That's what they said. Go back to 10 days and retest again. So I'm just so confused because more and more people that I talk to, they're like, yeah, those are the test results that people are getting now. Is if you do the double test, one might be positive, one be negative, negative, positive. It's like, so do I have it or not? So unfortunately, I can't see my kids now because I have negative
Right.
10 more days. But I don't know. It's just crazy. I mean, have you hearing some of that stuff, Tori? It's like the tests are coming in inaccurate.
I kind of heard both. I know a lot of people that. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I I know a lot of people that have had it, including my parents, and their test results were a little different. Both tested positive first, and then one of them tested positive second, and the other tested negative, but they lived together.
Right.
So,
Did they have any sign? Did they have
Man, that's crazy.
left, or no? They were all gone.
no, they both had symptoms left.
Yeah.
They still, a lot of people, well, look at Jen, for instance. Jen thinks she had it before we even knew about it. And I know she did because all of the symptoms she had. And she still to this day has symptoms. Like she's winded, she's got this small cough. It
Wow.
hurts for her. It hurts for her to walk a certain distance. She said her body aches ever since she's had it.
Wow.
Another girlfriend of mine, same thing. She was supposed to come visit in August. She got it in May or June, and she was supposed to come to Arizona to visit for her birthday, and she couldn't. Her doctor won't let her or give her a clearance because she's having such a hard time still breathing.
Wow.
So
Hey, that's like a big measuring stick. Like that's like, I mean,
yeah,
that's not. I don't want to
and
call it
both of
crazy, but it's like wow. Now, like that gives
no,
you an idea of how it hits
mhm,
everybody so
yeah,
differently. Like that's
you know,
crazy.
both of them, and
Lingering.
yeah, and both of my girlfriends that I'm speaking of, they don't know each other, and they both have very similar. Like when I talk to them, they
Wow.
both say the same thing, very
Wow.
similar. Except for one's respiratory, the other one's respiratory is worse right now. But they both
Right.
speak of the body aches, and they said it feels like arthritis, like literally
Right.
any given
That's what I
day. Jem will
heard.
she'll tell me, I feel like I just ran a marathon and I literally just walked to the kitchen. And
No, no,
so, yeah, and my parents say the same thing. Their body aches now.
yeah, no crazy sex. So no.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, Jen, she's still getting,
Damn.
but you know, love you so.
My God.
Shout out to my girl. No, I'm just kidding.
When did she get it?
Gotta get one of that. Jeez.
When did she get
Shout
it?
out.
When is she what?
When did she contract it?
January, maybe a little bit before. Yeah.
So
It was early. She was like the first person. She was crying to me. I'm so sick. Why aren't you here to take care of me? Because I take care of
Damn.
everybody when they're sick.
right.
And so, right. And she's like, no one will make me soup. No one will do anything for me. I'm
I'll
dying. And
go.
she said
I'm joking. I'm joking. I just had
she
to
said it was the worst sickness she had ever had. And then all the COVID stuff came out and she's like, I think I had this.
Wow, right. She just knew it. I mean, most
bad.
people you can just tell when you got it when you're sick. Like, I mean,
She said it was not like nothing she's ever felt before.
So
thank God
I
I've
still
felt
have
good.
a cough in which I'm like aggravated because it's a dry cough, right?
My mom has the dry cough.
The fatigue is getting better because it was really bad at one point where I
Yeah.
would eat something and I would like not and I'm not talking about like a meal. I'm talking about like one or two bites and I had to go
Right.
down.
You're sick.
But the
Damn.
cough is still there. But the breathing, that's why I went in there, because I was like, I want to make sure I don't have pneumonia or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
The
For
breathing is weird because it's not it's weird. It's not a tightness, but it's like when you feel like you overworked yourself, like you're having a hard time breathing. So I still
It's
have
heavy, yeah.
weird, but these lingering symptoms that you're talking about that she's having, that's just crazy because it's November and she had it, she contracted in January. So that's
What month did she contract it?
January.
Jen was around January, and
Oh my God! Like when
Kita
it first started.
Kita
Wow.
was May. Kita was May.
Wow, that's very early though. Still,
And
oh
Kita is a physical therapist, and so she had to take off work because she can't even help her patients right now because she literally is winded trying to help her patients. And they're both fairly healthy women, no previous medical
That's
problems.
a good thing. That's a great thing. Actually.
But now I feel they both feel that since all these other medical things are happening.
Right.
Jen just had something else happen that out of the blue. And like I said, Kita can't even fly here. They won't allow her to because her breathing is so shallow. And they keep putting her on steroid. Yeah. Every other week she has to take a steroid dose because something happens and she can't breathe.
That's crazy.
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary. Very scary.
Very scary.
Let's move on to this other shit. I'm so tired of this COVID. Like I said, this.
What? Oh.
We're all so tired of it, and it,
Yeah, and something. My ex-wife called me the other day, and the kid's been in virtual learning since school started back in August.
Right.
I just can hear her voice. She was frustrated. You know what I mean? She's like, man, I want the kids to go back. But of course, I'm not going to send them back. And some kids are back in school.
Yeah. It's not safe, man.
It's not safe. And there's so many kids that are contracting COVID. So she just said, the kids are just aggravated. You know what I mean? They're like, they don't want to, do this distant learning. They're just bored. You know what I mean? And they're just stuck at home.
Think about it. Look how tired as adults we are. So imagine being a child and your only release is seeing your friends at school. And, the internet is already a scary place. So half of them, they don't have the best experience on the internet. So at school is where they actually see, some have a lot of friends, some only have one friend.
Right.
And now they can't. So I can understand why they're so frustrated. I couldn't even imagine.
He's telling me, I'm not a teacher, blah, blah, blah. Because the kids are, and I think it's because the kids are isolated, but they're starting to struggle. Because they're so aggravated. You know what I mean? They're over it.
Well,
they don't want to do it anymore.
With at the age that they are, and then my daughter's 16. I mean, this is when they're like growing up, man. And it's hard to grow up when you're isolated. I mean, like back I mean, like I'm thinking as you guys are talking, I'm thinking about like when it would snow so much over here and Drake in Detroit or whatever. And Tori, we would love that day. Like I wish we could have 2 weeks off.
Right.
Like it was obviously the times were different, but like, and being younger, you could stay at home for a month or 2 months and it was okay. Like play your games, you do, you know what I mean? Because we did a lot of different things. We played games, board games and stuff like that. So
But do you remember when you were finally done with school, like done with high school or college or whatever, you went to. And when you were done, did you guys ever get that feeling like, now what do I do? I'm not going to school anymore. There was that moment where it was like, okay, I'm not seeing my friends every day, or you just have this like surreal.
Yeah,
is this it?
It was like,
is this it? Is it over?
I would think. I used to think like, and me, I could have graduated with a lot of good friends that I was since like kindergarten, and I didn't. I chose a different route, but I eventually did finish and get my diploma.
Yeah.
And even like which was even with, it hurt a lot more because I wanted to graduate with my friends and stuff like that, my best friends.
So you got to think those kids are having that feeling right now too.
Right.
And it just happened quick. There was no prep for it. There was no, it's coming. This is no.
Right. And even when they when I didn't graduate with them, but I actually went to the prom with the friend, and I got to go to the prom that the year I was supposed to graduate with the friend, and I was just so happy for them, but at the same time it was like hurt, bittersweet. I knew I messed up, whatever, but I still, like I said, I finished, got my diploma, not my GED, my diploma, finished up all my credits and everything. But I was like, okay, this feels, it feels great because, I went to Catholic school almost my entire life, except for my first year of high school. And I went to Western, that was in 94. So I was like, you know what, let me go and finish school and, do it not for just me, but, everybody says do it for yourself. But I was like, no, I got to do it for my mother because all the money, all the thousands of dollars her and my father spent.
So many thousands.
Stuff like that. But I,
Catholic school.
Right. And I wanted to do it for myself, all that. But yeah, that was crazy.
Crazy. But you got to remember, so the kids,
it's just different.
Our kids here in Phoenix, they were in summer. They were March is when they stopped going to school. Mm-hmm. That was like spring break, and then they didn't go back.
Right.
So that was a huge layoff for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a huge. So, like I said, I can hear her. I felt bad because, of course, I can't see the kids, and I felt bad because I'm like, I wish I could help you, but I was a terrible student anyway. So it's like me.
Right.
My 11-year-old and help my 17-year-old is like, oh God, fuck you.
Right. That really screws you up, huh?
I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend back in Detroit who she absolutely despises this schoolwork. She's hilarious. I'm trying to think. Her daughter, my little niece, is in fourth grade or fifth grade, and every day she's like, "Fuck this! I'm having a drink. This is fucking crazy." The kid is super smart, right? Alex is super smart, but she's like, "My mom sucks. This is dumb." She's crying on the.
Damn.
I feel so bad for
Damn. And the kid just sitting there like knows half of the problem.
The teacher had to tell my girlfriend, she's like, "Listen, we need you to do this." She's like, "I'm not a fucking teacher. I can't do this. I don't even know what to tell you." Wow. She's like, "I'm drinking. I don't know."
Damn.
And she's
at least she's honest.
Well, right. And she's got a set of twins that aren't in school yet. So she's trying to help. Okay. So she's trying to help the fourth grader, and she's trying to keep the twins occupied who are extremely active. I'd be drunk too. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm drinking. Right. And the math, she tried to get me to help. I was like, oh, you ain't suckering me into this shit.
Right. Well, my 17-year-old's taking physics, and she showed me, and I'm like, this is like Japanese. I don't know.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is this? And then I'm like, you know what? I didn't even take physics. So that, you know what I mean? Like,
I remember being scared of that word. Like, oh my God.
Scared of that word.
As a freshman, especially, like, what? I don't want to take that shit.
She's a smart kid, and she's struggling in physics because you need that teacher interaction. You know what I mean?
Right. It's hard as it is.
Like I said, I feel for the parents. I'm surprised they're not drunk by like 9 o'clock in the morning. And I gotta give
with some rum in the coffee.
These teachers, when they're on the ballot talking about like getting a raise and all that, they definitely deserve.
Give it to them.
World
raise. You need a microwave. What you need? You need a rug for your house. I got you. We're gonna go to Target and get you everything you need.
That'll be a charity
of teachers.
For real, that's crazy.
Kindergarten to 12th grade, I just, I would just shoot myself. And then, and my little one, she was like, "Oh, I want to be a teacher," and I'm like, "Whoa, really?" I'm like, I don't know.
She'll change her mind.
Easy, kid.
Thought as a child,
like, damn, they don't tell you how times have changed. I don't know what will.
You're like,
back then it was like,
teacher's fun.
Right.
Be a gym teacher.
No,
Right.
back then it would be like, oh, you want to be a police officer? Great. You want to be, a teacher? Great. Veterinarian still better than both, but
No, teachers are really great. I know
yeah, of
several.
course. I mean, you got to have it in
They're
you,
incredible.
though. You got to
They're
be
incredible.
like,
Even watching them during this time and the posts that they make, and
right.
And my one son is special needs, so the special needs teachers that I know that are just literally
Right.
going above and beyond to make sure that the kids who have to have that repetition every single day, so they don't they don't lose
Right.
everything that they've grasped and learned throughout the year. They've really, really stood up.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
They are definitely essential.
No, shout out to my niece Alicia, who
Shout out.
she's a teacher.
Thank you.
And she's like, like just the type of person she is, inside and out. Like I that's exactly what
Yeah, definitely a
doing
special
what she
type of
loves
person.
and stuff. So yeah.
Well, the flip side, and I don't mean to make you guys cry, but but the problem is,
I'm a Cancer, man. Be easy, please.
Me too. Shit, here we go.
There's such a spike in suicide of children. You know what I mean? Like
right.
You know what I mean? Like because they handle what is going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
10 years from now, that they're going to be like, what the fuck happened? Why was there such a rise in suicide? And kids cutting themselves and depression and all that stuff. So
right.
It's just sad that we're going through all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's funny because when you've been at your job for so long or whatever, and that's why I'm saying I don't have that teacher DNA. When you're at a job so long and then your boss comes over, can you train this? Can you show him? I'm like,
you're like,
fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Am I getting paid extra?
Like, man, I don't even want to do my own job. You want me to train this guy?
Right.
You're so
been there, done that. Trust me. Been there, done that.
Tell the guy, hey man, you know what? That's a hard job. You might as well just quit.
Right. Hey, and you know what, Drake? Not to cut you off, but real quick, like at my job where I'm at now, I'm the one getting trained on certain jobs.
Right.
So, but thank God I'm a quick learner, and like I posted the other day, I was like, I was raised to work hard and smart. So like, I was like, thanks dad for that. But like, I like, but you got to communicate. And I tell the people that are training me, I'm like, look, man, if you don't like something that I'm doing, tell me. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to piss you off, and I don't want you to piss me off. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know, and but communicate with them. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, and I haven't had one person tell me one bad thing. They're like, oh my, like you're getting it like that. All you gotta do is listen, and it's about repetition. So it's like,
so like fuck this
like
guy.
you said, right? Like, damn, I gotta train this guy. I've been here 16 years.
Guy.
Jesus, no, they want me to.
Been here
they're
16
like, go ahead,
years.
learn.
He picked
No, they're like,
everything
go
up.
ahead. They're like, go ahead, learn my job so I can go home.
Right.
For real. That's what they tell me. They're like, come on, you want to stay now? Because I was getting, I'm low seniority right now, so they're telling me, I'm getting sent home. I was getting sent home, working like half the day, sending me home, and then the guy's like, no, come on, you want to do my job here? And I was like, no, man, you need more. You need to do it another 10,000 times. I'll see you tomorrow.
So I know, like I said, I have the lingering symptoms. I still got the cough. I still got the winded. Did not too bad, but still got it. And then the fatigue is getting better. But you
look a hell of a lot better, man, and sound better, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that first week, oh my goodness, I was scared. I was about to just like, hey, I got to use the bathroom and just not come back.
Like you're gonna pull a Tory.
Well, I lost connection. No, I'm just playing. But it was bad, and I gave you much. Like I said, I wanted to, we kind of cut off real fast that week, and I was like, damn. I was about to give this guy some love and be like, for doing. You didn't have to do that. Like we could have did it, any other day, but you stuck it out, and I mean.
Well, you were talking
a lot of love and respect for that, man, for real.
On the funny part, you were talking about that I posted that I'm actually wearing pants. So I told my uncle, I go, He goes, so you feeling better? And I says, yeah. I says, I woke up with a heart on Friday, so I was
Oh,
like,
man.
I know I'm definitely feeling better.
Damn. Like when the turkey's done and the thing pops out, you're good. You're right.
Hey.
It's all good.
I don't
It's
know
all good.
from a standpoint, but from a
I
guy,
don't know why I thought about that, but
you're just
my mind's wandering, I guess.
you know what I mean? Like, you don't get hard on at all. But I was like, I woke up
Yeah, right.
fucking chubby. I was like, oh man,
You don't need no.
normal.
You're like, I'm back.
Motherfuckers is back. I was like,
That's
hold
a perfect.
Back.
That's a
Get my
perfect
pants.
commercial. That's a perfect commercial for Blue Chew, man.
no, did I say? Let me look at my phone real quick. Hold up.
Oh,
So let's talk about Biden, elected 46th president. Congratulations. I know Trump has not conceded, and I don't think he is until January.
Here, this is the perfect time for me. Hold on, give me one quick
he's not
second. man.
gonna.
I don't think he's going to concede until January 20th. I guess Obama came out the other day and said, you know, kind of threw him under the bus and said, hey, you know what? He should at least congratulate him because I stayed up. No matter what, I didn't agree with him being president or I didn't agree with his policies or whatever, his vision. I stayed up to 2:30 in the morning and congratulated him. He said he should
Sorry
congratulate,
about that.
even if he wants to fight this or do whatever. He should a little congratulate him. And I was like, you know what? He should be the bigger man and say, you know what? You won. You know what I mean? You won.
Absolutely.
Finally came out. I don't know if it's doing that in every other state, and they haven't did the recount, and I don't know if he's going to call the recount, but you know, they just said that, you know, he won this state. You know what I mean? Like the ballots are counted. You know, all the ballots are counted because they kept updating on Arizona Central. The ballots are, you know, they're updating. They're going to have new updates. They're going to have new updates. And then I don't know if every like Pennsylvania, Georgia, all those other states that were in question, I don't know if they did that. And then I don't know if he's going to have asked for a recount because he did some type of lawsuit for Arizona, but he withdrew it. So I don't know if that means he's going to finally say, you know what, hey, you won. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, and I know Biden's getting old, but I don't know if he's going to make it to full term. But yeah, I mean, congratulations, Kamala Harris. I mean, first black vice president. So I guess
Soon to be the president.
girl power. So they kind of announced who's going to run in 2024. I guess they said I don't think Biden's going to run again. I think Kamala Harris is going to run. And they had some people in there. They had, you know, New York. They had John F. Kennedy's grandson. So they had some people that were going to he's going to be interesting.
Do you think he's gonna run again?
I'm sorry?
Do you think Trump will run again for 2024?
I don't think so. I think his son might. I don't think he will. I think he'll go away once he concedes. I think he's going to go away. I got to be honest with you.
Or do you think his daughter will run against Harris?
Ivanka is beautiful, but
He'll go broke spending on her campaign.
yeah, I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's any substance to that. He's gonna run.
You can see that happening though. I mean, you just never know, man. It's like,
You know, I don't know. Like I
never
said,
know. I see the sun though. I see the sun definitely getting.
Yeah.
Governors that were, I guess they were in the hat or whatever. So, I don't think a Republican's going to be elected for a while. So, I think it's going to stay a Democratic president for a while.
I'm surprised Kanye didn't win at this point.
Yeah, right.
I think he did in there, but I don't think Kamala Harris will win. I think she's a little too over the top. So, but that's my thought.
Yeah.
So,
A lot can happen in 4 years,
yeah, a lot can happen. A lot can happen.
as we've seen.
Yeah, just crazy. So I guess I'll read some of the stuff. There wasn't that much in the news besides the votes and the presidential. There was a lot of
Right.
stuff fell to the wayside. Right. So we'll move on to the NFL. NFL ninth week. Lions lose again. Steelers are correct me. I said 5 rings last week, but it is 6 rings. I don't know why I think 5 rings.
Who?
The Steelers. It's 6 rings.
Oh,
It's 6, right?
yeah.
I thought it was 5. Sorry, Angie.
Get him, Angie. Get him.
She corrected me. She sent me a text.
Oh, right.
Shout out to
You
Angie.
talking about in history?
Yeah.
Or what are you talking?
I mean, all together.
Oh,
Even
right,
though he's got 6 rings by himself, but
yeah, like Big Ben's got 2. Yeah, he's about to get probably 3, maybe.
So do you think the Steelers are gonna? I mean, do you think they can? I see they only lose maybe about 2 more games. I think almost, but
it's still kind of hard to tell. But I mean, just because they're undefeated record don't mean nothing, man. You know what I mean? When you lose one game in the playoffs, I mean, it really. So it's just all about them like being consistent, and some of the games were close, but no, I mean, like I said, nobody. No, I got criticized so much talking about Big Ben and giving him some love. I was like, nobody talks about him. And they, but they had their problems the last couple of years. But like I said, once again, my favorite head coach in the league, Mike Tomlin, man, he's awesome. And, you got a guy like that, they talk about Belichick all the time. So if they were to even make it to the Super Bowl, because the shit's just hard. It's just hard. So if they make it to the Super Bowl and possibly win it, then I mean, you got to put Mike Tomlin in like that's what I'm thinking about. Like, they always criticize the coach, Matt Patricia, whoever, but you got to give that respect when due, man, and he would definitely have to be in the talk for that. And
Patricia, I mean, so
I love Mike Tomlin.
Lose again. I see his press conference, his Thursday press conference, and I'm like, this guy's still here.
It's funny to watch.
If he doesn't make the playoffs, I'm pretty sure he'll get the axe. But I'm surprised that he's here still as a head coach.
Yeah. Are you surprised, Tori?
Well, actually, I am surprised, but nothing in 2020. Nothing in 2020 is surprising me really that much. Right. So,
and you know
I'm
what?
just like, what the fuck?
You know what? The fact that you say that is kind of like, it's kind of affected everybody in so many crazy ways. It's like almost like it's like everything stops. You know what I mean? Because it's like
there's no shock value at all.
And I thought about it. Well, my whole point is like I'm thinking like if none of this happened, and everybody wasn't stuck on stupid or stuck in their house or whatever it is, would he be fired if this wasn't going on? Like that would have definitely, of course, a little bit of effect on him.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? And it's like, what are they thinking? If they weren't stuck, Sheila Ford, and then weren't stuck in her house, like, and they got out more, got some fresh air in their pea brains and shit, like, would she be like, you know what? Oh my God, okay. Like wake up and realize like what's going on here? This is my father. This is my father's legacy. My father's like, what would he do? Like,
I think the boat has been rocked so much. I think the boat has been rocked so much that they don't want to make a major move like that too.
Right.
That's kind of how I feel. I feel like a lot of people are like that on certain things.
Right.
Well, I know the ownership has been for a while.
Sorry, guys. Let's stick with things, the way that they are, but clearly it's not working.
Right. But, and you know what, Drake, just before I forget, like Matthew Stafford is going to, like, a lot of people, I got a cousin that he didn't like him since he came in. And I was like, okay, after 4 or 5 years, I was like, okay, look, that's fine. We can move on with him. And me and you talked about it before, like, the days of, like I said, bringing in drafting a quarterback or anybody making a trade for a backup quarterback. Like nobody even knew who Chase Daniels was till last week or the week before, actually. But they like, okay, like I believe Matthew Stafford is going to be gone after this season, and I'm going to be happy for him. I might even root for the team that he's on. I don't know. I always like the guy, want him to win. The guy is tough. He owns up to everything he pretty much does. You know what I mean? He's the best quarterback that we have ever had, but I want to see him win. But who are you going to bring in? Who are we going to, you know what I mean? Who are you going to bring in to fill that spot? So, man, if it might go from bad to really, really worse. So
like
just like I said with the Tigers, Jim Lee, everybody wanted Jim Leland gone so bad because he couldn't get us over that little hump, but got us to 2 World Series. You know what I mean? Like that, it was just so annoying, man.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for.
Pisses me off, exactly. And I said that, and I was like, "Yep." And now they're getting what they deserve.
Yeah.
So, we talked about it. The ownership, the Fords, they own it as a write-off, and I think that when you are an owner of a team or franchise or whatever,
Right.
Be passionate enough to want to win. You can't just say, "Well, I just got that as a write-off," And you see that with a lot of Detroit sports teams. I mean, when actually the old man Illich, he had the team, he wanted to win. You know what I mean? And you've seen he wanted to win, but once the kids got it, do they really want to win?
It was just so natural, man. So natural with him.
Yeah, they don't like hockey. Do they? You know what I mean? He wanted to win so bad.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, you think about that. I mean, like look at what he brought to Detroit from 2 teams, man.
Right.
Like most owners would wish they could win 1 ring.
Right.
While they're up in that office. Right. At the last floor in the building. And
Illich is a different breed, though. He's cut from a different cloth. Even the kids and the grandkids, they don't.
Right. They seem like
they'll never be able to duplicate what he did.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
His love, not only his love for the sport, but his love for the city is what back. He had such a deep love for the city of Detroit that it's very hard to duplicate that love.
Yeah. Well, he put us first. He put the city first.
Like he loved.
Right. Yeah. No, for real.
He poured all of himself into everything about Detroit.
Yeah.
Like Van Davis, he wanted to win.
You don't get that. You ain't gonna find that.
You really don't. And I doubt we'll ever witness that again in our lifetime.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
There's, like I said, the ownership, the Gore owns the Pistons, and we talked about it yesterday. He's like, that fucking that bozo head. I mean, I know he wants to win.
Right, I believe that too, but
absolutely, no one wants to lose.
Especially down Trump. No, I'm just
it's tough to be. I don't know too much about football, but I seen they explained about being an NBA GM, about how to put your pieces together.
Right.
And Joe did that, right? But then he got criticized eventually because he made bad decisions. So you like I said, it's got to be a tough, job to try.
That shit still pisses me off. No, about Joe Dumars, Joe Dumars, like that. It still makes me mad, and you know why? Like once again, I hate to go back to like going off for somebody else, but when I listen to, I listen to other podcasts, as I told you before, like to get a feeling of how you're supposed, just how to be. I'm not mocking nobody, not like that, but I listen to Jim Ross, WWE guy, a lot, and
I love him.
And the way that he breaks down a story. Like you're saying, like as far as a team, and it's usually like we're talking about football. I use a wrestling analogy or vice versa, but he talks about like how like he was like, look, everybody can't bat cleanup, man.
Right.
You need your everybody can't bat third, second, be a leadoff. You can't, but at the bottom, those guys are so important. No matter what you're doing. They're so important to filling their spot, knowing their role, and getting and doing what their job they're asked of, and being, and like he always says, number one thing is reliability, and all that goes like hand in hand. So I mean, that's all I wanted to, I just want to talk about that because like I started thinking about that as we're talking about this. The way he just breaks things down, and it's so amazing, man. And it's real, and it's for the best of people.
Well, you're on, because I know you got that Latino heat. It was Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
I think it was on Friday, or
right.
So, I don't know. You were a huge Eddie Guerrero fan.
Well, so are you. So are you. You're the one that called me.
Yeah,
And told me about his passing.
The Benoit murders and stuff like that. But
right.
Talk a little bit about Latino Heat since you.
Well, you know what? Like I said, I mean, you know, we back when you had your little shindig over there, your little service.
Super spreader. Oh, wrong shindig. Sorry.
Wow, that you know what? That's a shirt, man. That's a shirt that belongs on a shirt.
Wrong shindig.
That is awesome right there. That is awesome.
Sorry, bring it on.
Damn. That if it wasn't called Aim to Please, the Super Shredder would have been the perfect name. That is so funny. Oh, my jaw's gonna hurt later. That's hilarious. But no, like you. I set that up for you perfectly, but I was trying to say like back in the day.
Oh, back in the day.
When you because we would watch well 20 years ago, Dan. But Dan, you got me stumped with that one. No, it's okay. But we would always watch wrestling in the office all the time, and people would be like, "Oh my God, turn this shit off," whatever, blah blah blah. But we loved it. We loved it, man. That's when it was fun to watch, though.
Monday Night Football to WWE.
Right. Hey, our buddy would be like, "Man, what are you doing? Turn this shit off or whatever. What are you guys fucking two?" Like, well, that's what we love to watch. It was on 99. I mean, that shit was on fire. So, but no, like I remember, we watched so much of it, man. Went to the shows and everything, and God bless your mother. If it wasn't for her, I would have never been at WrestleMania 23. That was a big deal, and that was when who was involved in the storyline? Drake.
I don't know.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, he was.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon's best friend. Donald
You
Trump
were
was
at that
involved.
show?
Yeah, we went. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
And we were sitting in the suite, and I looked. I told him, I said, man, I told him one day, if I'd have looked over at you and said, hey, that guy is gonna be our president, and like 18 years, you would have looked at me and laughed and be like, okay, you're cut off. I'm drinking.
You're cut off.
I just said
no. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
So I had a vision right now, or a flashback. So I see. So we were on Michigan Avenue in Apple, right across the street from the Detroit Forever, where they had their first station, which is right across the street from the old McDonald's. But I pictured Monday night, a bunch of people on the couch.
Right.
Just hanging out. Most of them were all drugged up anyways, right?
Damn, so you manifested some crazy shit.
Guys are, I hear you and Josh over the remote. Fucking put it on.
Oh, right.
Football. And then, you know what I mean? And then, so we had a pool table.
Oh, man.
So the guys are playing pool.
We had a poker machine in there. Jesus.
And then behind there, I had an office. So, I'll be back there answering phones. I'm like, hey, shut up. And, like I said, a lot of these girls are on fucking heroin, fucking passed out on the fucking couch.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Most of the time, just butt naked, just sitting on the couch or whatever.
Damn. And I was playing pool, Tori. I wasn't doing nothing else.
Yeah. And then, these motherfuckers.
I wasn't doing nothing else.
It's just a classic hangout.
I was answering phones, too.
Crazy shit. Some good times.
I'm for real.
Some crazy times.
That sounds like a crazy time.
Oh my God. You have no idea.
I was thinking about a story the other day, and
don't think about stories from that place, man. It's like American Horror Story, and that I don't even want to think about it. I still have nightmares from that place. I don't want to think about it no more. Okay,
I remember this story.
It's old news.
You remember Black Terry, right? Black Terry.
Leave it alone.
You remember Black Terry?
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
So
the guy that came down and told you, hey, I want to go to Mr. Allen's, and I seen a commercial at Mr. Allen's, 29 or 2 for $50.
Or 2 for $50.
He was like, So could you come and pay for half the shoes and I'll get the other pair, or pay for it and I'll get the other pair of free shoes? That Terry? Yeah, I remember that, Terry. Well, go ahead.
Well, so there's one of the escorts got a flat, right? So she's in the front of the building. And she comes in, Rick, I got a flat. And I'm like, well, go fucking change it. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck for me?
Oh, man.
So a buddy of mine, big guy, rest in peace, he's dead. His name was Chuck, but we called him Black Chuck. But
right.
So he's sitting at the top, and Terry walks in. He's like, hey, motherfucker. He was a very intimidating guy. You know what I mean? So he's like,
he's a big dude.
Yeah, go
change.
He's
a big dude.
Tire. And he's like, no, man, fuck that. I ain't changing her tire. You know, he had a high pitched voice and he talked really fast. He's like, oh, fuck that. I ain't changing that tire.
Kind of like a pimp.
Yeah, he's like, fuck that bitch. I ain't changing it. And he goes, what? He got up. He got up from the couch and he slapped him in the face like a pimp. And he goes, all right, man, I'm going out there, change the tire then. I'm fucking, I ain't going. That's the way he talked. Fuck you did. Motherfucker,
then he ran.
Go outside and change the tire.
He ran all the way home.
He ran out there and changed the motherfucking tire because he got slapped like a bitch. There was a lot in there that were getting slapped. All the girls were getting slapped. I was thinking about another story. I don't know. This girl was speaking to a buddy of mine, JR, and she said something stupid. And you know the file, the things that you put on, you stack them up. You know, the little, you can put files in them. They're like little plastic.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the plastic thing.
Like 3 of them and hit her in her
Jeez.
All 3 of them broke.
I don't remember that. I wasn't there then. Sorry.
It was so fucking on the floor, and then she got up.
I wasn't there for that one.
You got a stapler. There was some very domestic violence shit happen here. So
Jesus.
I see.
Latino heat. No, I don't know. Jesus Christ.
There was a lot.
That's how I pick and choose my days. I just went and drove, and then I was like, okay, I got to go, man. I'll see you later.
Wrestling shit going on in there. Way too many people watching wrestling. So there was a guy named Black.
Escorts and wrestling. Nice.
Damn. Oh, that's a shirt too right there.
What's his name? ECW that used the stapler all the time?
Oh, that New Jack. His name was New Jack. Yeah, he was like a real life thug for real.
Staples her head, and she's all bleeding and shit now. Like, oh my god.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, No, I wasn't there for that one, everybody. Yeah. Well, I wasn't there for that one. I wasn't there for that one.
Funny story. So the same girl, we're at the I think it's called Jefferson Street Bar where we used to DJ, right?
Right.
We go pick this girl up, same girl, and Alex is
same girl that got hit, or same girl with the tire?
Let's see, huh?
Which girl? Same girl that got hit with the thing, or the girl with the tire?
In the fire.
Gotcha. Damn, she got beat up a lot, huh?
He's in the front.
I shouldn't laugh, but
so I picked this bar because she was going to fight this girl, right? I guess they were, fighting or whatever, and she had no draws on. She was, she had no draws on. I don't know what Alex said, but she's like, "What?"
Oh yeah. I wasn't even talking to her.
Back seat, and they're fighting, and she's got no draws on, and
she got a dress on like you would wear at like an award show.
We're on 4th.
And I wasn't even talking to her. Yeah, and I said something, and she just got mad.
Station. He's like, "Oh fuck you, bitch!" And he threw her out. And I'm like,
in a ball?
No. Actually, we both got like almost dragged out of the car. So I was just trying to get away from her. I didn't put my hands on her and throw out or nothing. I was just trying to get away from her because I didn't even know why she was just drunk and
she was drunk.
Unfortunately, high on other stuff. So whatever.
He's upside down in the back seat, right? With no.
Yeah, I was just trying to get away from her. I didn't grab nobody. Let the record show I didn't put my hands on nobody. I just got out of the car.
You know what I mean? So, but it's memory lane
Nah, man.
Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. So,
Cheating still.
So we're going to college football. U of M. I know I was watching a story on ESPN, and it said Harbaugh it was time for him to go. I think it is. And then he kind of made sense. He's like, you know what, U of M fan, and I believe this. He said U of M fans have an over expectation of their football franchise or football college team. They think they're the best, and they haven't won anything in so long. And I'm like, damn, you know what? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a blue fan, right? Go blue, but it's like, damn, when's the last
green?
We want a fucking national championship. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Gonorrhea green.
I think it's time for Jim. I mean, what's your thoughts?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, when he came here, there's like two things, almost like the Lions. Like, until you win a division, nobody gives a shit.
Right.
Nobody's gonna care. It doesn't matter. Nothing else. Everything else is irrelevant. Jim Harbaugh, you got to win. Beat Ohio State. It's two things, man. Beat Ohio State and win a Big Ten championship. That's basically what everybody wanted to see. But he is definitely really very like vital to the to the Wolverines just as a whole. Like, so I don't think he would leave. I mean, I don't know how bad he might want to go back to the NFL if he got offers, but he loves Michigan that much. And, you know, when it comes to the recruiting and just like the all the resources that Michigan has as being that, you know what I mean? Like high priority, whether you like it or not, you know, but so, I mean, like he's just very important to the you know, to Michigan period. So to the alumni and shit. So I don't see him going nowhere. I really don't. They're not gonna treat him like that. I mean, like I just don't see him. I see him playing out the season. Big game today, Wisconsin. They might have their third string quarterback playing because of the other one. I forgot his name. He was on the protocol for COVID. So I don't know how what's going on with that, but it's a big game. Michigan State's playing Indiana. Indiana just did a number on us last week. I don't like. I mean, so I don't know, man.
State, you know what I mean? Like that's another no. You know what I mean?
Like, right? Yeah, but sometimes they, you know what? When they beat us, it's usually something like that. Think about it. It's usually something like that, and where we go in there, underestimate them, or just try to overlook them, or I don't know what it is, you know. But Jim Harbaugh got to be prepared with a coach like that. So I don't know, man. But I definitely don't see him going nowhere into the end of the season if he does, or come back to the NFL. I don't know.
Well, I hate to bring up COVID again, but the ASU's game got today. Some of the players were tested positive, so I don't know who they're going to put it in. I think and then I don't know if you guys watched the Clemson Notre Dame game last week.
No, I didn't. No, I watched a little bit of it for a hot second, but not too much. I think Notre Dame was winning, or they were trying to win it at the end.
They won that game, and Clemson was number one.
Right.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, I seen it. I did watch the end of that. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good game. So.
Yeah, they won.
And I think Alabama's
Notre Dame. Jesus.
I think you want to say Alabama's.
I sent my son to football camp at Notre Dame for several
years. Oh
no,
great football thing. I'm just
right.
Their field is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's legendary.
Yeah, their field, their clubhouse, their everything, just incredible. I paid a lot of money for him to go, but it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it.
That's awesome.
It's funny because he gets a picture.
You're never gonna forget that.
Jim Kelly. So
really?
Yeah, so he gets a picture with him every year, right? And they do this they do this cardboard cutout of the actual picture, and you can stick it on your mantle. So it was it looked like a fake, like he's got a picture with a fake cutout cardboard, but it's really him.
Right.
And
that's crazy.
Yeah, and so every year, and they charge an arm and a leg for this fucking picture that I have to have. So it was funny because the one year I go to my aunt's house and I look and she's got Jim Kelly and my son on her mantle. And I'm like,
wow.
Where'd you get that? She's like, I took it from your house months ago. You never even
Damn.
I was like, it cost me hundreds of dollars. Like,
wow.
She's like, I thought it was a fake guy. I just wanted the picture of your son. And I'm like, no, it's real.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
It's funny.
Take it back when you don't know.
Right. I'm like, what did you get that? She's like, I took it out.
Switch it.
I took that months ago.
So back to the NBA, I know I had a Google because I was like, wait a minute, this is usually start of NHL, NBA, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So the NBA will actually open up their doors in December, days before Christmas. And then I noticed that you brought up the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
They plan on having 50% capacity. So I thought they'd go back to the bubble. So are they going back to their own arenas? And then I don't know if people want to see them in the bubble anymore or not. But, I think we talked about it, the Pistons or whatever. It's going to be pretty exciting.
Right.
A lot of young guys. But yeah, I can't wait for basketball to start. But
yeah, for sure.
I don't know what's going to happen because, with the COVID-19,
right.
Is there, and it's going to be flu season. I don't know if that is liable to put fans at risk. I mean, I would love to go to the game, but 50%, I think, is still too many people in the stadium. But I don't know. What's your thoughts? I mean, I think the projection is going to be pretty scary this winter with flu season and all that. Tori, I mean, you think that's safe to have 50% fans?
I personally don't think it's safe. I mean, as much as I want to participate and we want to go to games and we want things to be normal. We have the reality that it's not normal and that this is a real virus. This is a real condition that's happening and a threat to people. And I mean, there's still going to be those people that don't think it's real, that think it's fake, that it's, it's all hype. But I guess unless it affects your family or personal, friends, personally, you're not really going to get it. So maybe they need to go and have a super spreader event and get it. Maybe they'll wake up. I don't know. I'm not condoning it, but you won't see us there.
It kind of makes you mad and irritating.
It's honestly,
like
it's disrespectful.
Don't get it. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
it's not just mad and irritating. It's disrespectful for all the people that survived, but mainly for all the people that have died.
For a kid,
and if you know somebody who has died, or for the people who are
almost did,
or not even that, or the people who didn't get it but are sacrificing their life to stay home to keep all of us safe, and their children aren't going to school, and they're going through personal things, and they're or they've put their business on the line. It's just downright disrespectful.
Right, and I think it's so, like, I mean, we can use it. We can use all the words. So selfish. Because disgusting. I just think about the kids. I think about kids, and I asked a couple people that have
look at the elderly that can't see their family.
Yeah. I mean, and you can't forget about
everybody. It's everybody.
Right, for sure.
So to say that I'm going to go to this game and you're not going to stop me. Who raised you? Who raised you?
Yes, human.
It's annoying as hell. For I agree.
Mm-hmm. It's gross.
Bullshit.
Right, it's normal, but I don't know if we'll ever go back to normal, even with the vaccine.
It could happen. I believe it could happen. I really do.
Part of me doesn't want to go back to the normal.
Right.
Even though there's a lot of bad, and we always talk about the negative and the things that are happening from this pandemic and COVID and all this stuff happening, there's a silver lining in it too, because there's a lot of good things that happen for people personally. If they wanted to find it, they became closer. The ones who were distant in a way did still unify. The internet brought people together more. It made you put down your phones and go outside. It made you do things that you normally weren't doing.
And that's beautiful, man. Like, think about it. That's beautiful, but it had to happen on bad timing.
Yeah, I'm a always find a positive in the negative kind of person. Like, if there's a negative, I'm going to find the positive, because I don't want to dwell on the negative. It's there. It's not going to change it. You have to still be able to smile during the bullshit, right?
Right.
So, I don't know if I want to go back to, per se, normal. I want a new normal, and I want I want others to be just as unified and loving and selfless as they should be. And so and not only did this, show you this, raise the veil and show you who the real selfish people are and who you really thought you knew. And then you're like, oh, that's who you are. Oh, okay. Good to know.
You have a child.
Bye-bye.
And I know that he has health issues. So the vaccine, there's 3 companies that are coming out with the vaccine or whatever. Pfizer, one of them, and some other companies. And are you going to have them take the vaccine?
So personally, I don't. My son, we don't immunize. How do you say it? Immunize. I have never got. I stopped after my first son halfway through. That's a whole nother topic. I don't really think that the vaccines are safe. I don't feel that immunizations are safe. I mean, I know I'll probably get some backlash about that, but he has enough issues, and I can't see me putting something else in his body that could possibly trigger something. And so he's very fragile, extremely fragile. And we already live in a bubble. So as long as I'm safe and I keep myself safe and who I come in contact with, and my other son keeps himself safe and who he comes in contact with, then we've been living this isolated life for 10 years. So this is nothing to us. Like, we weren't really super affected by this because this has been our life for a long time. So when people are like, oh, the world is ending, I can get it, because when this happened to me 10 years ago and I had to go into this isolated lifestyle, I remember I lost my shit. But I've grown to know that life's going to be okay, and you're going to still be fine. And there's going to be ways that you can make it. And there's other ways of doing things. You just have to not think inside or outside the box, but think that there is no box.
What about the 25-year-old? What is it? Is he doing it?
What's that?
The 25-year-old, is he? I mean, he's his old man. Is he going to go do it?
No, he actually got an email 2 days ago. They're looking for people his age with his, being healthy, to, they're offering them $1,200 to get the vaccine or some kind of study regarding the vaccine. And he said, he actually said to me, he's like, maybe if I wasn't helping with, he comes in contact with my youngest son all day long. So he said, maybe if I wasn't helping, I would. But my son is more of a humanitarian type. He would do it not for the money. He's doing it to help humanity. That's the kind of person he is. So the way he was saying it, he's a great human. So the way he was saying it was, I could really help, but I don't think it'd be wise because I come in contact with Zachary every day. So, but they sent him an email asking.
So I don't know if you follow Alex, but NASCAR, they have a big track out here, and
NASCAR. I had to say it. I'm sorry. When I seen it on the thing, I was like, "Oh, talking some NASCAR. All right,
some NASCAR."
There you go. You did it better. Sorry yet if you've been to a NASCAR race, but it's pretty.
I have.
It's pretty exciting.
I've been to like the Grand Prix downtown, like when they did them at Belle Isle and all that. No, I like it. I like that, but don't get too much.
I've been to a weekend event. They get fucked up.
I believe it. I would love to go to a NASCAR event. I'm not knocking
it's the
it.
wildest party you'll ever go to.
Yeah, I sit back and watch it sometimes and just I'll watch. I kind of knows a little bit.
I'm laughing that you said NASCAR because yesterday I had I do these surveys, right? Skincare and stuff. And the woman, she was asking me these questions and she's like, what's your skin tone? What's this? What's that? And and I said, Italian and olive. And she's like, oh, they got you down here as white. And I said, well,
damn, Caucasian.
I said, well, I'm not NASCAR white.
NASCAR white. Wow. That's funny as hell.
And she just kind of giggled. She giggled a little bit.
That's
and
funny.
Then she just
How
was
can
like,
you not laugh
okay,
at that?
I know, right? So sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Jake.
No, that's funny as hell. NASCAR white.
Have you been to a race, Drake?
Yeah, I have. So when I had a Subway franchise, they used to give us a Subway 500.
Okay.
Always to go, but it's pretty exciting. Like I said, the PBR is right down the street.
Right.
It's pretty exciting. Like I've a couple times, but when I saw that he won, I was like, wow, he won a big race here. So I always wanted to go to. There's a couple things that I want to go to: the Indianapolis 500, and then I want to go to the Kentucky Derby. So. Those are two events that I want. I just want to wear the.
I want to wear a hat.
Like a girl.
Right.
I want to go to that stuff. So.
Right. You gotta smoke a cigar.
I think of the. I think of in the Ricky Bobby, the NASCAR scene where the owner's wife is sitting there and all the cars come by and the vibration and she's like, oh. Every time it comes on, I think of it.
I just pictured you in like the Kentucky Derby outfits. I was like, I could see you in it.
Totally rock it.
Oh yeah,
big,
for sure.
Huge hat. Mm-hmm.
Oh, white.
What was the last topic? Alex put this in there, and
I didn't.
I don't even know where to start. He put top 5 actresses.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I want to start doing a Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
No matter what it is, starting this week, actresses, since ladies come first, I figure we do actresses, and then next week we can do like actors. And obviously there's 4 heads on the Mount Rushmore, but we're gonna add another head. So we're gonna pick 5. So it's gonna be top 5 actresses that you like or you think are the greatest or whatever. So I just
Tori, top 5 actors.
Oh shit! Why do I gotta go first? I think I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Can somebody else go first?
Okay. I'll start it off.
I need a second.
Well, my first one is like, and this is no certain order, but Julia Roberts.
Why Julia Roberts?
Good.
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty woman, man. I just always liked her.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked her movies, and of course, on top of that, she's beautiful. But loved her in Ocean's 11.
All those
Sleeping with the Enemy. Yeah, I mean, I'm an 80s.
All those new shots. Pretty woman.
Flatliners. I mean, anything she was in, she pretty much stole the movie or the scene almost. And I'll give another one. Since they're almost close to the same age, but Julia Roberts, Diane Lane. I love Diane Lane since like I seen her in Outsiders, young as hell. She's in a lot of great movies. And my third one, I'll say Regina King.
Oh, I like her.
She's just so maybe not overlooked now or underrated but I always liked her and everything she did.
I like her.
227. But no, that's 3.
Did you see she's got a Cadillac commercial out right now?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's 3 I just wrote down right now. So I don't know, Tori, you got one?
I like who's the red hair girl?
Okay, you just made me
Emma
think of another one.
Stone. Emma Stone.
Oh, okay.
I like her.
Yeah, she is good. I like her too.
Redhead.
Redhead.
What'd you say?
Love redheads.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Kate Winslet.
Oh, okay.
I think
Oh
she's
yeah,
good.
she's definitely great.
I like her. There's so many. Like I'm like
Charlize Theron. I'll throw her in
yes.
there. I like her a lot.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I got one more. I don't know. Like I said, there's so many. I guess I'll say Kathy Bates.
Oh God.
Yes.
I mean, she's still doing it, bro.
She's still killing it.
I mean, she's just amazing. But
right.
you know, I know. I mean, I could have said Halle Berry or something, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Angelina's always on there. She does really well.
Right.
And, you know.
Right. Jennifer Lopez.
You say Diane.
All right.
So much.
Monster-in-law. I don't know.
No. Did you say Diane or no?
Who?
Diane Keaton. Did someone say Diane Keaton or no?
No, I said Diane Lane. Diane Lane. You remember
Are we
Diane
going back?
Lane?
Diane Keaton, Meryl Streep. Put Meryl on there.
Yeah, of course.
Add Meryl on there. Meryl's the shit.
In Godfather 1 and Godfather 2.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. A lot of what's her name? She played in Meet the Fockers.
Oh, the
mom.
You mean the one that played his wife? Oh, her. Oh, that's golly, I forgot her name, but that's geez, from Iron Man. That's her mother. That's Gwyneth Paltrow's mother.
Paltrow?
Oh, that's her mother though.
Yeah.
I forgot her name, but yeah, that's her mother. Yeah, and she was really funny. Yeah, she is funny.
He sings.
What's her mom's name?
Yeah. Okay.
Shit, not Meryl Streep. What's her fucking name?
Oh, Barbara Streisand. Are you thinking about? You're thinking about? I know who you're thinking about. Oh, with the red hair.
I don't know. You lost me.
I know who you're thinking about. I'm pretty sure, but
I've always been a Sally Field fan. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, she for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's Barbara Streisand,
right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Barbara Streisand is Gwyneth Paltrow's mom.
No, not her. No, he's talking about. That's what I thought he was talking about. No, you're not talking about Robert De Niro's wife. You're talking about
the other one.
You're talking about in part 2, right? Dustin Hoffman's wife. Yeah, that was Barbara Streisand.
Oh yeah.
I always thought Glenn Close was sexy, especially on Fatal Attraction.
Glenn Close was sexy.
Yeah, she was.
Mm-hmm.
She was good.
Crazy.
And,
that movie was crazy. That movie scared me. I don't want to date nobody when I was younger.
I'm trying to think of her name, but I had the biggest crush on her from Karate Kid.
Oh man, no, you can't take her from me. Nope, Elizabeth Shue. Nope.
You can't take her from me.
Nope, Elizabeth Shue.
She's mine.
Yeah, damn you.
What's her name? I forgot.
Take your damn hand. I just said Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue, man, she had the biggest butt. I swear to God.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough talking about her, man. That's enough. No, hopefully she's on. Hopefully she's on the new Cobra Kai series 3, man. That's what I'm waiting for.
I think so, because at the end,
he's going to when he threw the phone. Yeah,
he threw the phone and
text him. She texted him back. Oh,
Star Wars. Even though she's like, she just got a really pretty face as Natalie Portman.
I was just gonna say Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Yeah. And how about real quick? How about a couple, my nephew and my good friend of mine? They were in love with God. What's her name? They're making they're doing a remake of The Witches, and I forgot what her name is. But
I don't know who's in the remake.
She's playing the witch. Oh, you're gonna make me look it up, but yeah, they're redoing that, and
you talking about Bette Midler?
It looks pretty good. No, they're redoing it.
Sarah Jessica Parker?
No. Let me see.
How about Haley Berry? Why don't we talk about Haley?
Oh my God.
Oh no, yeah, I said that. I could have said Halle Berry.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, she had nice boobs.
Yeah, I like Angela Bassett too. I think she always nails.
You know what?
All of
Tori,
her roles.
I got her written down right here, and I didn't even say it. I don't even know why. I had a bunch of them written down. Yeah,
well, I'm scared of that bitch.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure. I was about to say Angela Bassett.
If Angela Bassett comes for you, run.
Yeah.
Run.
Right.
She ain't playing.
Did she play Tina Turner?
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
She was awesome.
Or remember when she lit the match and Waiting to Exhale and blew his fucking car up? That was great.
Yeah, that's classic. Classic scene right there.
Mm-hmm. Or Taraji. Taraji Henson.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I love her too.
When I watched her in the show, I was like, wow, like yeah.
I think what was that? What was the movie that just came out a few years back where all her, Queen Latifah, they all took a
Set It Off.
It was hilarious.
I seen that movie.
No, she's talking about
me and one of.
Wait, which one was it?
No, say that again.
What's the movie?
Yeah, I think it was It was like a girls' trip movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Hustlers?
Set It Off.
No, it wasn't Set It Off. It was
okay.
I think it was like something about a girls' trip. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But shit was great.
Anne Hathaway is who I'm talking about in the new Witches movie.
Oh, she's gonna be in the new Witch movie. That's gonna be really good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I remember the original. I watched the original with my daughter, and that was a classic.
I'm a witch,
cool.
so.
Now, I love that movie though. I really do. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good.
In less than a week and a half. Did you guys hear me?
No,
I didn't hear you. We just heard a week and a half.
Thanksgiving.
Turkey Day.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys gonna handle Thanksgiving? Alex, you going to your sister's?
Yeah, I mean we usually do. So I don't know, with everything going on. I was in a messenger and asked her what is she, what's she feeling, what's going on, does she want us to come over or not, whatever. So I really don't know,
A lot of plates to go, right?
I don't know. Either way, I'm eating a whole bunch. So,
are you cooking turkey?
Yeah.
Tori?
Yeah. I cook extra.
Well,
ham, turkey.
Damn. Really, you do both? You do both?
Yeah, I do both. Sometimes I do lasagna too, but we don't really have a lot of people here.
Right.
And I always make way too much. I
freeze that lasagna and send it over here. I'll send you my address after the show.
Right. So okay. So I don't know. We'll have a whole bunch of food. I'll be wearing stretchy pants all day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put up my Christmas stuff this week.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like to do it before Thanksgiving because after I just feel like 2 reasons. One, that's a lot of work to just take up and put back down, and take down in 4 weeks. Like,
you know what? There's no better time than to get into the spirit, especially this year. So
yeah.
Please, no Christmas music. Not right now.
Right? Oh, you ain't ready for that.
But Tori, come by and grab a plate. So if you can put.
Absolutely.
So I think that's about it. Is there
lucky?
You want to plug, Tori?
Well, I was gonna plug somebody, but they didn't give me their contact. So we're gonna skip it.
We're gonna skip it.
Yeah, we'll plug him next week when he gave me the right contact.
Right.
His thing.
313 Detroit.
Hey.
Forever sweater.
Mexican Superman.
This is last year. So he's over on 51st Avenue in.
Is that the silver one or the gold one?
That's sweet.
You
look silver.
I think I need now that I'm wearing pants again. I think I need to go get some sweatpants. The gray sweatpants, since it's gray sweatpants.
Okay, I don't know. I can't do
that. And then my cousin, she just got her new sweaters or her new sweaters, t-shirts. Detroit Love Tacos.
Detroit Loves Tacos.
Tuesday.
I seen those. They're cute.
Please go check it out. I think she's doing like Cuban sandwiches on Thursday. She's doing it like I think 3 or 4 days a week. So go check her out. Nancy Whiskey. So if you go to Detroit Love Tacos, you can see where she's at. Alex, do you have anything? Alex, you got anything?
Nope, I ain't got nothing this week, man. Just
all right.
nope, not really. Not this week, man. Hopefully next week we can get, like we talked about, Robert Courtney on entrepreneur, et cetera.
Hopefully gets maybe a stripper.
For sure.
Get some strippers on the show. They just got to get up on Saturday morning. Or
damn.
I'm working on it. I told you they're not up this early.
Man. They're not up this early.
The good ones.
Damn.
Isn't that a shame? Escorts and strippers are not up this early.
I got a few in my head that I'm trying to work on right now. So.
Oh man.
So we get some strippers and
shout out to. I just want to say shout out to. Shout out to Eddie Guerrero, 15 years. Shout out to you for beating COVID down, and shout out to Tori for wearing the red shirt. And I hope you guys have a great weekend.
All right.
For sure.
You too.
With your family, whatever you're doing. Once again, God bless. Be safe. Love you guys and everybody else. Love everybody else. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys. Love you.